Well, hello, everybody. Byron Belka here, just sitting in my house. I'm sure you're probably sitting in your home as well. So let's pretend tonight, as we go through some of this information, that we're just sitting in the same place, kind of discussing some things. No matter where you're tuning in from, I just want to say hi. Hopefully you're safe, happy, healthy, your family as well. And what I want to do tonight is just go over a few things on why we are so excited about the opportunity and platform we have set before us. And out of all the things we could be doing with our time, why it makes sense for us to spend some focused effort making sure that we're setting things up to be able to create more freedoms and more opportunities in our life in the future as we continue to push forward. And you know, if you have something to write with or write on, make sure that you have it handy, because I want you to be able to write any questions, get any questions answered. I'm going to go through this pretty quickly and just share some quick information, and at the same time, some concepts. So I'm not going to go too deep into anything. But what I've learned, as I mentioned, my name is Byron Belka. I've been in this industry for 16 years. I've helped people in over 50 different countries help create freedom in their lives by using a platform that's bigger than them to be able to do more than they could have done by themselves. And I had a multimillionaire years ago teach and train me how to do what I've done, and I pay it forward. And in fact, when I saw what I'm about to share with you, I was so excited. The opportunity presented itself that I went and found investors and myself, and we invested millions and millions of dollars into this. So we put our money where our mouth is. This is not something that I'm just talking about. It's something that I passionately believe in, and have even not only put money there, but I put a ton of effort and energy and focus traveling around the world, teaching people how to empower themselves, how to become more, and how to do more. So let's get into this and let's get started. I'm going to pull up some slides so that you can see some of these things a little bit better. So the name of our company is RAIN. We're a world leader in seed nutrition. Now, what does that even mean? It could mean a lot of things. In fact, it's a new type of thing. So, you know, I've had people say, is it fertilizer? Is it this? Is it that? It's just a better way to get nutrients to the cells of your body. And, you know, if you want to see success, you've got to do things a different way. And the world is changing. The economy is changing. The global aspect of things are changing. And we're using this platform because anybody that's ever been able to do more, they didn't do it by themselves. They had something that was bigger than them. And it had a platform. And so we're using this platform, one, to be able to give health to the world in a different way and in a better way, in a more convenient way, but still naturally and raw. Two, we're using this platform as a way to make a difference in our communities, our countries, to be able to do more, you know, to make somebody that doesn't even know who we are's life better. Okay, and then we want to do and use this platform to help change the way people can earn money. And because of technology, because of the world getting smaller, and because of everything socially done, whether it's social marketing, as you're watching me right now, it's through technology, there is a better way. And we're using this platform, and we've set up the infrastructure. That's what we spent the millions and millions and millions of dollars over the past 8-9 years doing, is building this for people to be empowered. And what this platform also was doing is helping solve a big problem. Because if you want success to be attracted to you, you need to go out there and bless people's lives. You need to be a solution to them when they were dealing with something. As we look at some of the massive major trends that are going on in the world globally, and they're not slowing down, they're getting bigger, health and wellness is exploding. And because even though we have more information at our fingertips, you know, from the internet, from our smartphones, we can look up ingredients, we can look up a lot of things and see things that we just didn't see years ago. But even though we have more information, we're still more sick as a globe than ever before. If you think of an ailment or a sickness or an illness, there are more people dealing with that today than ever before. Now, I'm not a negative person, but that is a fact, and we can help. And so when you can go out there and you can help, success is going to chase you down. Because even though people maybe are eating food, they're not getting the nutrients that they need, the dense nutrients to the cells of their bodies. And it's almost like having a nice vehicle in your car. You can have a great, amazing vehicle, but if you don't fuel it properly, you're not going to be able to go anywhere. And so I want to make a disclaimer really quick. We're not here to diagnose, prescribe, treat, or cure any disease. Okay, the miracle is the body. What we want to do is we want to give the body what it needs so the body can do what it needs to do. The body's the miracle, but it can't do it if it doesn't have it. And if we ate like our grandparents did, which we don't, out of the garden, and we were really healthy, I think we still even need more nutrients today than then. Our air's dirtier, our water's dirtier, we have more chemicals on our clothes, in the things that we put on, whether it's makeup for the women or whether it's stuff that we put in our hair and wash ourselves with. All of these things have chemicals and dyes, or whether it's herbicides and pesticides or chemicals in our food. I mean, it's everywhere, have more stress in our lives. Our environment is toxic. It just is. And so we need even more than maybe our grandparents needed, because we live in a different world. So we have found a solution, and the solution is to go to where it all begins. So if you have a problem, even if you have a question, where's the best place to go? Somebody who somebody told somebody who told somebody who told somebody, and get it from them, or to go to the source and get the facts to be able to really know what's going on. Okay, in that scenario, the source is the key. The same thing when it comes to nutrition. Where does all nutrition come from? It comes from a seed. It's pure. It's naturally concentrated. We're finding that on average, seeds have 20 to 30 times more nutrients gram for gram than any other part of a fruit or vegetable. And so with all of these seeds and all of these things out there, if you and I just ate these seeds on our own, our bodies aren't able to pull the nutrients out of the husk of the seed and out of the different parts. So we put it in a way without damaging all the enzymes where your body can pull those nutrients out. So we're going back to where it all began. And, just like if you were to drink water, would you rather drink it out of the spring at the top of a mountain or at the bottom of the valley out of the lake? Where's it going to be more clean, pure, crisp? Obviously the source. So hopefully this makes sense, because it's common sense science is what we're talking about. It had to be in the seed for the plant to be a plant. The DNA, the nutrients had to be there for the tree to be a tree, for the fruit, the vegetable, all those things to happen. It all stemmed from that seed. So you look at this, it's bigger than just a product. Now there's a lot of nutritional products. Like I said, this is an industry that is exploding. There's a lot of nutritional products out there. It's really noisy, but there's a difference between a product and a category. And what we have here is a category. And it's a category if you can answer the question, which one? Which one? So for example, if we said, let's talk about herbs, or let's talk about essential oils, you could say which one? Because there's not just one. It's bigger than that. And if you look at people that have gone before us that have had a category, it's a whole different game. It's not a product. Products come and go. Categories, they have a few things in common. They've done billions in sales. They create thousands of millionaires with their opportunity, through distribution of those products. And they help millions and millions of people with their products. Now, that's not my opinion. That's not Byron's opinion. That is a fact that you can go validate yourself. And if you look at all the categories that are out there, our category is the biggest category nutrition has ever seen, because we encompass all of the other categories into ours. And, I almost feel like it's almost like we put the entire nutritional industry in checkmate. Somebody else can use a juice. I can use the seed, more potent, checkmate. Somebody else can use, an oil. Okay, great. Oh, I can use the seed. It's more powerful, checkmate, and that's where we're at. We have this position in the marketplace that allows us to do something on a scale that I know is going to bless the globe. And we're seeing that happen. That's why I was so excited. I told you, I've been doing this for 16 years. I've been dealing with nutritional products all over the world. And when I saw seed nutrition, and not only saw the concept, which I loved, but when I saw what it could do in people's lives, I was done, game over. This is exactly what I've been looking for. We have this category, but it's not just a category, it's a disruptor. When a disruptor comes along, they take something that already exists and they just make it better. Uber didn't invent taxi driving. Airbnb didn't invent a better way to, or the first way to be able to stay somewhere beside your own home. What they did is they changed it. We didn't invent seeds or nutrition. We just found a better way to get people nutrition. But there's two key components here that I want to make sure that you make note of. And the first one is these companies, they were only able to do what they have done because of the technology that exists today. They couldn't have done it 10 years ago. It didn't exist. Uber couldn't be Uber 10 years ago. But Uber is dominated because of technology. It makes the world smaller, you know, the expansion faster. That's the first key component. There's a second one though, that I think is the most important, and that is they empower people. See, who do they give the opportunity to? People. Who wants to be an Uber driver? Whoever wants to. Okay, and word of mouth, people shared it with people, and it started to expand. And if somebody wants to taxi around for a couple hours, they choose when. They empowered people. Airbnb, they empowered people. And that's exactly what RAIN's doing. We built up the infrastructure, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more, and we empower people to use this platform to bless other people's lives. Those two key components are changing the game. And there's more and more people that are getting up to speed on that, because this is different. Things are changing. And if people aren't aware of that yet, with what we're dealing with right now, I don't know when they're going to get a wake-up call that it's not about having a brick and mortar location on a corner anymore. All those people are in trouble, and I feel so sorry for them. I really do. I've got a lot of friends that are suffering right now, and I take no joy in that. But what if you could do something that's based on not one economy, not one location, not anything you could do from your home? That's what I'm talking about. And our products have to work. If they don't work, everything else doesn't work. And so you look at our products, there's a couple of our products that we have. Soul, that's over there on the far left, is kind of our flagship product. We started with that. We've done hundreds of millions of dollars in sales with Soul. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, how do you do hundreds of millions of dollars in something? It's got to work. And it does. It flat out works. And all of our products do, or we don't come out with them. You know, I'll talk a little bit more about Soul here in a minute, but you got Bend, which helps joints. It helps, you know, has glucosamine in it, but not from animal, from plant and seed. Helps with pain in the joints. We have, you know, our pre and probiotic from seeds. We have seed-based protein. We have our core nutrients, which we call core, kind of our greens. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not going to juice 7 to 8 green smoothies a day, let alone get my kids to do that. I have 4 children. That is not going to happen. First off, it's going to be expensive. And secondly, you're going to be juicing all day and drinking all day. But you know what? What if you could get that same equivalent, 7 to 8 green smoothies in one gulp, in a 1 ounce packet that you rip and drink? Okay, 30 milliliters. I can get my kids to do that. It doesn't taste like cotton candy. It's greens. We're talking spirulina, wheatgrass, kale, chlorophyllin, all of the greens. But it's one gulp. That is the power of seeds. And if you look, for example, at one of our products, Soul Red. Now there was a study that we had Brunswick Labs do. Now, Brunswick Labs is one of the most prestigious labs in the United States. If it comes from Brunswick, you know it's legit. And what they were able to do on our, not ingredients, but on our formula of Soul Red, is they studied this on live tissue and live cells, and they found that the cells were living 80% longer. And your cells replicate and die and replicate and die. And through that process, your DNA breaks down. It's called aging. So if your cells are living longer, you're slowing down that aging process. How many of you know somebody that would like to slow down the aging process? I mean, we could stop right there, I think. I think we all know people, hey, I want to. It extended the average life of the cell 80%. I mean, come on. And this is from Brunswick Labs. And then if you do your due diligence, you're going to see that a lot of the chronic illnesses, a lot of the things that people are dealing with negatively out there, they have a precursor. It's called long-term inflammation. We have too much inflammation in our bodies because we have toxins. Your body's trying to protect itself, and it inflames to try to protect itself. And we need to get rid of those toxins. We also need to make sure we get rid of the inflammation. Just like if you sprain your ankle, what's one of the first things you're supposed to do? You're supposed to ice it because you get the cold there. What happens? The inflammation leaves so it can heal quicker. So we got to lower the inflammation in our bodies. The product helps boost metabolism, assists in weight loss, keto-friendly, keto power, boosts immunity, helps firm skin, helps sleep better, have more stamina. There's, helps with the heart. There's so many benefits because when we're talking about seeds, we're talking about hundreds of chemical compounds, not just 2 or 3 or 5. Hundreds of chemical compounds, a buffet for your body to pick and choose and use what it needs. That's what I love about what we're all about here and what we're doing. Now, this is Brunswick. This is a third party. And this is what they're saying. And all of our products are this powerful. But like I said, I could take an hour on each one of our products, break down the science, break down the seeds, show how everybody on the planet needs what we have from cradle to grave. But that's not what my goal is today. My goal is to give you the concepts. We're in over 40 markets now. It says 30 plus, but because it is 30 plus, we're in over 40 markets now. What does that mean? That means somebody joins us, they team up with us, instantly they can do business anywhere we're doing business. So, just like a social media post, let's say I posted something online and I got all these likes from around the globe. What if you could do business like that? Well, you can, and we are doing that. And if you're in the United States, you can have a customer in Mexico City, another one up in Canada, another one, in Taiwan or Hong Kong, another one in South Africa, another one in, Malaysia. I mean, the beauty of how this is set up is we've built the infrastructure. We've spent the millions of dollars. We have the warehouses. We have the entities, the product approvals, all of those things. All you do is you use this platform to change other people's lives and in turn change your own. And we can show you exactly how to do that. Now, I talked about making a difference in other people's lives as well. When I talk to people that are dealing with charities, they always tell me that if they had more, they could do more, but they don't have it. They're always trying to get more donations and more donors to facilitate and fund what they're trying to accomplish. It's not a self-funding machine. Now, the beautiful thing about RAIN is we have the heart of a charity, but we're a business for profit. So we set up a foundation right at the very beginning called Seeds for Change Foundation. And everything that we do is going to bless somebody that doesn't even know who we are. So if you were to join RAIN, let's say you team up with us. You'd say, I want to take this platform. I want to create some additional freedoms in my life, including becoming healthier. Anytime somebody joins us, we plant a tree or a seed in your name. So we have over 300,000 trees that have been planted that would not have been planted, but have been planted because that's who we are. And we've had that many people join us. And then anytime somebody purchases product, we take a portion of those proceeds and we donate it to our foundation. So the bigger that we get in business, the more we donate, the bigger impact we can make. And those donations go from anything to right now, feeding the elderly that are afraid to leave their homes and can't afford to leave their homes. How about taking meals to them? That's one of the things that we're doing, making a difference that way. But we want to make a difference in a community long-term, not just give somebody product, take some pictures and use it for marketing. But we built schools. We've helped build orphanages. We built disability centers. We built workshops that in certain places, we bought land, built a workshop where we can empower and employ women that otherwise wouldn't have a job. And what started with 7 women, just 7 women. Now, in that scenario that I'm talking about, over 300 women have been blessed with the opportunity that they otherwise wouldn't have been blessed with because there was no opportunity. That's what I talk about when I'm talking about making a long-term impact. Okay? Not just a one-time, here's a donation. How about we get water to villages that don't have it? How about we plant seeds and crops in places where they don't have food? Those are the types of things that we're doing. We even have social impact trips where people can get their hands dirty and come with us and see, exactly what we're doing and the difference that we're able to make because of this foundation and because of all the people. It's not RAIN, it's people. As we go out there and share these products and benefit and bless people's lives, portion of those proceeds are going to go to our foundation, which is awesome. Here's the deal. We talked about this is the future. Now, whether you like it or not, everywhere you go, people are staring at one of these phones, right? I've got 4 children. Sometimes it drives me crazy, but it's the truth. And if we don't acknowledge that, then we're just going to miss huge opportunity. So social commerce, social marketing is the future. Not a brick and mortar location. You see a lot of big box stores, even before the crisis that we're dealing with today, that we're shutting down because it's just easier for them to work, through e-commerce. And what we want to do is we want to benefit people for being a part of the solution. We have a solution. We need to get it to the world. We've chosen the platform of empowering people for that to happen. And so rather than spend all the money in advertising and marketing and all these other things, we give it to you. And here's how we compensate. We have a lot of different ways that we just throw money at you based on your activity. And so one of the things is a customer program. We have more customers than anything. Obviously, it's based on products. Our products flat out work. And I told you Soul was one of our flagship products. And just kind of give you a quick idea, anytime somebody, let's say if because of you, somebody buys Soul, because they want to slow down the aging process or any of these things that we're talking about, right? You're going to get $20. Not the first time, every time. So if they buy it every month, you're going to get $20 every month. If you have 5 customers, that's $100. 10 customers, it's $200. 20 customers, $400 a month, every single month. Now, you tell me what's easier. Going out, taking out a loan, getting a rental property, finding good renters you can trust. Hopefully they pay on time. They don't trash the place. You have to worry about, fixing toilets and showers and all the different things with owning homes and that type of maintenance for a couple of extra $100 of profitability every single month. Or go get a couple of customers. What is easier for the masses to do and accomplish? Okay, this is where so many people, because even a couple $100 a month can change lives and make a huge difference. A majority of bankruptcies are based around somebody not making just enough every single month, and that just being a difference of a couple $100. But that you can do so much more. Now, we even give people that are customers a chance to get their product free. So if a customer refers 3 other people to take the product that they're taking, they're going to get their product free. Now, what happens to their customers that are purchasing? You still get bonus off of them. So it's set up to go viral. It's set up to be socially marketed. And we take care of the product. We collect the money. We have the merchant accounts. We ship the product. We do all the work that way, and you just get paid. You don't have to buy the product and then reship it and send it. No, we do it. You just refer them, and you can get the benefit that way. Now, let's say some people say, I don't want to just be a customer. I want to use this platform. I'm looking for a side hustle. I'm looking for a way to make some additional money, some additional freedoms. And people want to join the platform and join your team. Well, we have what's called the first order bonus. So when they do that, they purchase product to get started. We're going to give 40% of that volume to you as a bonus on all the people that make that decision because of you. Now, if your people refer people, they can get the 40%, but you're going to get 10 off of your people's people. But it doesn't just stop there at those 2 levels. We have what's called team commissions, and this goes down. We want it to be about a team. You have a right team and a left team, and we build down from there. You have 2 spots. After those 2 spots are full, we just continue to place people in the next available spot. So you're going to have people above you that have to place people underneath you. It's all about a team approach. Now, we can't pay down infinitely forever. There's only so many pennies in a dollar, but we're very, very generous and aggressive in the way of generosity on this part of the plan as well. So let me just give you an idea. If you get 2 people who get 2 people, it goes down 12 levels. We got a total of 8,190 people. If we split that, because you got half of it on one side, half of it on the other, we're saying 4,095 on both sides. Now, if somebody just purchases 1 box of our product, which is not common, we have multiple boxes or multiple products, but just 1 box, 1 product, that's 50 points. And we do points because we're in so many countries and currencies. I don't want to be talking about yen and peso and US dollar and all. Whether a box of product is consumed and sold in Mexico or the US, it's still 50 points. All right. And you get paid in your local currency. So if there's 300 points here and 300 points here, then that's a cycle, we call it, and it's $30 that it pays out. So every 300 and 300 is $30. So in this scenario, somebody would have made $20,475 that month, but we don't pay monthly. We pay every Friday. We want to reward people quicker. So we pay 52 times a year, every single week. So if somebody wants to make more money and have it and they need it, they can't wait a month for it to come. Work hard this week, we'll pay you next week. So this is 5,119 a week. But let's just say this doesn't happen for somebody. What if a 1/10 of it happened? Would an extra $500 a week still change lives? Could that make a difference for you? And it's not just tapped at $5,000 a week. We pay up to over $30,000 a week. So I'd feel ashamed to be able to talk about this if people weren't making, $5,000 a week. We have people making a lot more than that. So I know it's possible, but I want to put out another disclaimer here. I don't know what you're going to make. If you decide to team up with you, I'm not going to promise you you'll make a certain amount of money because I don't know what you're going to do. But what I do know is if you do the work and there's volume, we will pay off that volume like I'm talking about. And now once you help your team see success, you have your team commissions, right? You're getting paid on those cycles. But let's say some of your team starts to do that exact same thing. We pay a bonus off of how well your team did. So you've already made money off of that volume because they're in your team commissions. So you already got paid off of it, but then we go back and look at your people and how well they did and we bonus you. So even if somebody is selfish here, the only way they can make more money is if they help their people win. And we pay 7 generations deep of leaders, not levels, leadership. So that could be hundreds of levels. And as your team grows, you hit different ranks in our structure. So it starts at manager, and anytime somebody hits a new rank, we have a one-time rank advancement bonus. And we just recognized somebody today that hit double black rain diamond. That's an extra $100,000 that they can earn. So you add all of these up together, just off the rank advancement bonuses, we're talking over $375,000 US. So let's say it took years and years for that. Is it still worth it? Just on that, it is, on top of everything else we're talking about. Now, if you look at the Diamond Elite, let's say you make $5,000 when they hit that rank for the first time. Well, what happens after you hit it? Well, after you hit it, we call it a lifestyle bonus. So now if you look here, Diamond Elite, every time you hit it that second or third, you can keep hitting that because of the volume, you're gonna get an extra $400 on top of everything else that I'm talking about. Top of everything else. So you can call that a car bonus if you want to. $400 a week extra, $1,600 a month. Could you get another car? What about a house bonus? Do you want to upgrade your home? How about a travel bonus? What about, a college fund or a charity fund or whatever? Call it whatever you want. We just want your life to be improved. And we know change is happening. We can ignore it, but it's all around us. And even outside of the crisis that we're dealing with now, they're already predicting that because of artificial intelligence and robots and technology that don't call in sick, that don't take maternity leave, that don't do this, that don't do all those other things. You don't have to worry about workers' compensation fund or this or that. Okay, you don't have to worry about Social Security or taxes or retirement or anything like that. As it's taken over. And they're predicting that in a couple of decades, there's going to be countries that have 40% unemployment. What are those countries going to do when they have 40% unemployment? See, we need to build something that's ours. What we're doing, technology empowers us even more. That we don't have to be everywhere in the world, but yet I can benefit and do business everywhere in the world. It empowers us more. That's how I'm coming to you right now, because of technology. So out of all those things that I shared with you, I know it can be kind of confusing, but we want to make it really simple. We have what's called RAIN partner teams. As you can see, it kind of looks like a Lego because it's the building block of everything. And if you go out there and you get 2 people, RAIN partners, that want to use this platform to create some additional income in their life, you get 2 customers, and you help those 2 RAIN partners get there too. So 2 who get 2 and 2 customers. That's a RAIN partner team. Now, if you do that, if all these people follow your example and they get involved like you did, you're going to more than make your money back. If all those people purchased, you get your product free the following month. And if they purchase again, it's free the month after. And so your product's free now. And as this continues to expand, if this duplicates through your organization, you will accidentally get paid everything I just showed you by building these. So we try to break it down to the ridiculous and make it really, really simple. This is the building block. And you can do this. I know you can do it. We have the whole system put together. You don't need to reinvent it. Like I talked about, I don't care what country, culture. I've seen people win all across the world. 1, if they're teachable. 2, if they have that desire. I can't give them a desire. My goal isn't tonight to try to just motivate you. Okay. Yeah, I like to motivate. I'm a motivator. I do a lot of training, personal development, a lot of that stuff. But I'm looking for the motivated. Okay, I'm looking for somebody that wants it. Because I can't give somebody the desire. I can give them the information. I can give them the training. I can't give you the desire. So if you're teachable, you have that desire, and you'll follow our systems, then you're going to win. At what level? It's up to you. It's up to you. I just want your life benefited. So there's really 2 paths people can go down. They can become a customer, try the products. You have nothing to lose. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And yeah, you could lose. What are you going to lose? Maybe some inflammation and some pain. Slow down the aging process, as you have nothing to lose. Or you're going to say, no, I see this platform. I want to use it. I want to not only use it, the product myself, but I want to be able to use this platform to have a business all across the globe, build something that's mine, willable to my children, something that's residual that I get paid on every single month. And then if that's what you decide, then at what level? Do you want to just supplement your income? Are you looking to replace your income? Do you want to do more than replace? Do you want to double it, triple it, quadruple it? Are you after that financial freedom route? All of which is 100% up to you and the action you take. But we have the pack and the path for that. We know what needs to happen for that to take place. Now, people can join us at different levels. If somebody wants to just kind of, supplement their income, the builder packs probably makes the most sense for them. They get a couple of our products. They get one business center. You get your replicated site. You get your application to download on your phone with everything that you need. You get your back office so you can track your sales, all those things with that. So you get product, plus you get set up to do a global business. Now, if somebody says, I want to do this a little bit faster, I want to replace my income, Byron, then you're probably going to need the pro kit. You're going to need more product. You're going to need, if you want to move faster. So you get more product. You can see you don't get one business center, but 3 business centers. What does that mean? Well, in that team commission portion that I showed you, you can make 2 to 3 times the money because you don't just have one position, you have 3 positions. And then what we do is for the first 3 months, you committed more to us, so we want to commit more to you. So for the first 3 months, a cycle is 300 equals $3. But for someone that comes in with pro, a cycle is 300 equals $45. So we pay a 50% increase for the first 90 days, first 3 months to help get people that jump start. They're looking to replace some income. I want to help. And if someone says, I want to go big, I really want to move this thing fast, then the elite or the super elite makes more sense. You're gonna get a lot more product at a discount, get 3 business centers so you can make 2 to 3 times the money off of your team commissions. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna double that. So instead of, you double your team commission. So instead of 300 and 300, you make $30, 300 and 300, you're gonna make $60 for the first 3 months with the elite or 6 months with the super elite. So it's a huge jump start to make more money off the same activity. But once again, you commit more to us, we commit more to you. And that's the way that we want it to be. So you might be looking at this and saying, okay, I know the world needs it. I mean, this is apparent. Everybody from cradle to grave needs the nutrients in the cells of their body. We have the biggest category of nutrition we've ever seen. The second question you might be asking yourself is, can I do it? Now, before you answer that, I just want to ask you a couple of questions. Have you ever sent a text before? Can you send somebody forward a link on your phone? Have you ever sent a video or a message or a picture? Okay, because if you can do this, okay, we can show you how to get this done. And you can follow the systems that we have. And then the third thing is I want you to know you're not doing this alone. The reason I saw success years ago when I started is because a multimillionaire, somebody that came from where I came from nothing, became a multimillionaire, grabbed me by the arm and was willing to teach and train me and showed me. And I've been able to do hundreds of millions of dollars in sales all across the globe because of that, and empower so many people. You're not doing this by yourself. We work as a team. Okay, you have the support. So the question is, what are you going to do? You just need to get back with the person and let them know, are you a 1? Do you want a supplement? Are you a 2? Do you want to replace your income? Are you a 3? You want something bigger than that? Or do you want to become a customer? Okay, we don't care. Okay, it's a win-win-win for everybody because everybody needs what we have. But get with the person that invited you. Get your questions answered and do it. Do what you got to do to get what you got to get, but do it because we're not slowing down. We're moving. And the best thing you can do is get positioned in front of the growth. So anyway, I just want to thank you for taking some time to spend with me as you learn a little bit more about RAIN. Like I said, this is a process. So you join us, you're going to learn as you go. I know there's probably a lot of questions that you could have, but do the concepts make sense? If the concepts make sense, you join us and it's a process and we'll teach you along the way. So I just want to wish you all the success out there. If not this, then what? If not now, then when? This is the best time right now for us to be able to empower people when so many people are afraid. Or so people are nervous about their futures, not quite sure what's going to go on, nervous about their health. We have the solution. So let's go out and be part of the solution for the world and change people one person at a time, starting with ourselves. This is Byron Belka, wishing you all the success. Take care, everybody. We'll see you.